enemy of your advancement is number one, ignorance. Ignorance is one of the greatest enemy of every man. A man will never rise above what you know. What you know is what you become. What you know in this kingdom is what you rise into be. Like the Bible says, as a man thinketh, so is he. So what you know is what you come. What you know is what you would have. Is what you would manifest. There are people today that even if Satan were to be taken away from the world, if Satan was to be taken away from their lives, they will still not do much. They will still not do well. Why? Because of what? Ignorance. Hosea chapter 4, the verse, the Bible says that for lack of knowledge my people perish. There are people that are not doing well today, not just because Satan is in their life. There are people not doing well today, not because the fact that demons are oppressing them, not the fact that demons are afflicting them. The fact is that they have actually been ignorant about their life. They are so ignorant about who they are. They are so ignorant about their lives. And so for that matter, they will never rise an inch. They will never make something meaningful out of their life. They will never bring out something in their life that could glorify their maker. Knowledge in this kingdom is a very powerful weapon. So what a man doesn't know, he will not become it. You will never become what you don't know. You will always be what you know. No, you can never rise above what you don't know. So light and insight and knowledge in this kingdom is a very, very important key. So one of the enemy of every man as we speak is ignorance. For every level of every man's life responds to the knowledge and then understanding the person has with regards to what in his life. So you will only rise to the level of based on the understanding, the insight, the information, and the light that you emanate, the light that you carry, that you will rise to that level. There are some certain level that you will already rise into based on the level of light that you carry, based on the what, the information that you carry, based on the insight that you have. But there are people that are so ignorant that they don't care about growth. They don't care about looking for information. They don't care about what? Insight. All that they care about is just living. All that they are interested in what? In celebration of their birthday. Their ages keep on counting, but their life does not manifest. It doesn't show forth any glory. So one of the enemy of every man is what? Ignorance. The second enemy of every man is inaction. There are many people that know what they are supposed to do, but many and billions of people around the globe that know what they are supposed to do. But this thing called laziness will not allow them to act. They will never rise to act on what they know. So I often tell people that knowing is not enough. Rising up to act on what you know is what counts. But many are those that know what they ought to be doing, but they will never rise to act on that. Knowledge without action leads to what? Frustration. Because yet you know what you are supposed to be doing. You know what you ought to be doing, but because you are not acting, it will lead you into what? Frustration. So the second enemy of every man is inaction. So if you want to get yourself out of this bondage, if you want to get yourself out of this, what you need to do is to always act on what you know. Because acting on what you know is what counts. Acting is the bridge between intention and manifestation. So if maybe let's assume that God has revealed or you have been opened up to a vision or a prophetic or something like that, and you never rise to act on that, you will never get it manifest in your life. Action is a bridge between intention or a vision and then a manifestation. So until you rise to act on what you know, you will never become what you want to be. So acting on what you know is important. And the second enemy of your advancement is inaction. The third enemy of your advancement is lack of strategy. There are many people that they know what they ought to be doing, but what is the strategy that they need to use? What is the strategy that indeed that God has called you? what is the strategy of that call? In the fact that God has given you a prophecy that you are an apostle to the nations, what is the strategy?